a lot cheaper. Yeah. Especially on ammo. Yeah. It's actually not bad. You can vision the laser.
It's your boy City Warner 77 coming back at you live and direct. I'm going to do a quick gun review on a new purchase that I required. A lot of you guys already know what this is. Pretty much if you're watching the video, we have the Glock 19 Gen 4 chambered in 9mm. You know, it's a gun that's real popular. It's been out for a while. You know, a lot of people know about the Glock. I wasn't a big fan of Glock at first until I actually started selling the Glocks at my job and put them in my hand and things of that nature. So I was like, you know what? I shot one of my buddies, Glock, my boy Cliff. He has a Glock 22 chambered in 40 cal. I started kind of liking him a little bit. And then as I sold them every day, you know, I started really getting into them a little bit more. So this review will be a little bit about a few specs, some of me shooting a little bit of the firearm today at the range, and just talking about it and seeing if you guys are interested in some Glocks. You know, maybe this video might help you or answer some of the questions that you might have. It's not going to be a long video, but let's just jump right into it. Just to give you a little history on Glock. It was introduced in 1988. This is the baby brother to the Glock 17, which was introduced in the United States in 1986. But the original design was introduced in 1982. But this is the most common model purchased today for various reasons, whether it be concealed carry, option, or home defense. Very versatile gun. So anyway, let's get into it. First of all, let me safety check it for you guys. To make sure this is safe. Nothing in the mag well. Chamber's clear. Okay. So let's get right into it. The Glock is known for its durability and reliability. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people purchase the firearm. But one of the things I know that to operate this firearm, the controls is simplistic, right? For a new beginner or someone that's a seasoned shooter, this gun is definitely simplistic. It's not a lot of gadgets, not a lot of bells and whistles looking. It's not, I mean, having a lot of bells and whistles doesn't look all of that much in my opinion, as far as it has a blockiness to it. But it's a workhorse. I will give it that. So let's talk about the gun a little bit. This is a polymer frame handgun, really light, which is a hard plastic. You know, it's treated where it's a very hard plastic, so it's definitely durable, you know, and it's lightweight, so it makes it easy to carry, not like an aluminum frame or, you know, a steel frame like 1911s and things of that nature. It can be pretty much heavy when you have ammunition in it. But you know, let's get back into some of the specs anyway. So like I said, it's a polymer handgun. It's also a striker fire pistol. It doesn't have a hammer. It's not hammer fired. It's not a double action or single action handgun. You know, it's definitely one of the things about the gun. It's a safe action pistol, right? It has like 3 safeties that for beginners you might want to consider, because one, it doesn't have an external slide safety, but it has 3 safeties that pretty much will make you feel comfortable. As long as you keep your finger off the trigger, the gun won't fire. But one of the safeties is the feather trigger that this firearm has. As you see here, let's see if we can get in the frame. It has a feather trigger, so if that's not depressed completely all the way to the back, then the gun will not fire. It won't even press, won't even go into battery, or it won't discharge any bullet. So, you know, that's one of the safety features. The other one, internally, it has a fire pin safety internally, which protects the hammer so it won't accidentally fire as well. And then you have a drop safety inside this firearm. So you can be standing on a 10-foot building, from what I hear. I've never done it, so, you know, but they say it does have a drop safety. This gun can be chambered hot in condition 1, ready to fire, and it can drop and hit the floor, and it will not accidentally discharge. That's proven. You know, law enforcement carry this gun. I've heard some different armies, different parts carry the gun in different calibers. So it's definitely a safe gun, but it doesn't have an external slide safety. Okay. Some of the specs on this is calibrated and chambered in 9mm, but it's also available in 380, 40 cal Smith & Wesson, 45 ACP, 357 SIG, 10mm, and I think that's about it. And there's a lot of different numbers and models, different lengths. This is the compact version. You have a full version, you have an extended version like the Glock 34. I think that's for competition shooting, which is still 9mm. You have the baby Glocks, single stack Glocks. This is a double stack. So I mean, you have a lot of different variants and different options when it comes to Glock. The overall length of this firearm is 7.25 inches. I'm sorry, get that out the way. Is 7.25 inches in length. The height, which is from here to the top of the chamber, you're looking at I think it was 5 inches, and then it weighed 1 pound 7 ounces without any ammunition inside of it. But yeah, so it's pretty good for concealed carry. This is one of my concealed carry guns that I've added to the collection. You know, when I first got it out the box, when I looked at it, it didn't have this enlarged beaver tail on it. It came with 2 beaver tails and 3 different back straps that you can interchange. You just pop out this pin right here, and you can take this off. So for me, I have big hands. I'm used to getting a good height purchase. So the way it came stock, this wasn't on it. It was just stopping right here, and it was very uncomfortable for me to get a good purchase on the firearm. So I went through all of them. Then when I finally found this one, it kind of sits really high. So if you guys can see that, you know, I can get a good purchase on the firearm. So so for me, that's more comfortable now. I got a higher grip. So when I shot it today, it felt more comfortable for me. So, but again, teach his own. Everybody's hands are different, and it's about what's comfortable for you when you're shooting the firearm. So, you know, I think it's worth it. So that's one of the benefits of the Gen 4. You get the Gen 3, it doesn't have the interchangeable back straps. And the Gen 3, I think, only comes with 2 magazines. And depending on your state, we're allowed 15 rounds. Some are 10 rounds. But the Gen 4 comes with a different stippling grip. Oh, I'm sorry, not stippling, but it has a textured grip. It comes with 3 15-round magazines. The mag release is a little bit bigger on it. You know, you have your rail on here where you can add a light, a weapons mounted light to it. Let's see what some of the other features. It came with plastic Glock sights, which I didn't like. So the way the gun came, I got it with the, what is this, a True Glow Big Dot sights with the tritium vial in it. So if you can see that on the sight picture, let's see if I can get you a good sight picture. It's not gonna focus, but you know, these fluorescent glows in the dark, and it's easy to pick up for fast target acquisition. So really nice. And it's still, so if you want to chamber this firearm and manipulate it off a hard surface or your gun belt and get it back into the fight, you can also do so without the sights breaking off. I tend to change a lot of my sights on my firearms. You know, but anyway, get back to some more of the specs. So like I said, the round capacity is 15 plus 1, so it holds 16 shots of 9mm, whether it be defensive ammo, hollow points, or FMJ for target ammo. The pistol is very versatile, man. It can be used for concealed carry or home defense, like I said earlier. The magazines are polymer, real durable, nice. Has this thing where you can make the slide lock back as long as you're not riding the slide too high on your grip. But you get 3 polymer magazines, real durable. They run about $49-50 a piece unless you get them online. The actual firearm, you can catch it, it's around like 600 something bucks, maybe 649, depending on where you get it from online or your local gun store. They all run different sales. Let's see, like I said, we talked about the adjustable back straps on here. The sight radius on here is 6 inches, so that helps with accuracy from the back to the front. It's 6 inches, so that helps with a little bit more accuracy. The bore axis on this is very low. Like converts to my SIG, the height is higher, so that kind of helps me too with setting up the my shots. Let's see what else. It has some rear serrations. It doesn't have front serrations, so you have to charge it kind of like with a fast pull. They're not the most aggressive serrations, but if you know how to manipulate a firearm, it'll be fine. Let me see what else. I talked about the lower bore axis. It has the accessory where you can add a laser or a light. The trigger, when I measured it, it was 5.5 pounds right out of the box, factory trigger. Some people change their trigger. I'm not, because it's going to be a carrying gun. So it has a little travel, and again, the gun is clear, pointing the safe direction. So if you look at the trigger, a little travel, then it breaks. The reset is real audible. You can hear that, a little minimal crisp, and breaks. So you guys can catch it again. So it makes good for fast follow-up shots. It's pretty accurate that way. The overall length of the barrel is 4 inches. And it's easy to field strip this firearm. It's kind of different from a lot of circuit fire guns that actually have the takedown lever. So let me see if we can get into this for you guys. And you always, when you want to clear these Glocks, if you watch a lot of videos, a lot of people shoot themselves because they don't ever check to see if it's a round in the chamber, okay? So this gun is clear. You want to drop the magazine, and then here you want to pull it back just halfway and see these tabs. You pull these down simultaneously and let the slide go forward. And you have to pull the trigger, unfortunately, on the Glocks to get it to come off. See? Comes apart just that easy. The inside, like I said, striker fire. You have a dual captive recoil spring, and the guide rod is polymer, so it kind of helps mitigate recoil. Like I said, the overall barrel is 4 inches, so it's real easy to field strip and clean. Now it is a Glock, so you don't have to clean it every time right after the range. That's totally up to you guys. And I'm putting this back together on camera, so there we go. Lock back. check, make sure everything cycles. And we good to go. Anybody also know you carry a Glock, the trigger will depress. You know it's no round in the chamber, okay? But if you charge it, it will cock. See that? I don't know if you guys saw that. So you always want to know the condition of your firearm. Okay. So yeah, so it's real easy to field strip, man. It's a workhorse. Like I said, the police use this a lot. A lot of people buy this. They come into my store where I work. They buy Glocks all the time. So I said, why not? I'm not going to be actually say I'm a Glock fanboy yet, but so far I like it. Got to get a little used to the trigger because it did pinch my finger a little bit. So when I put on my shooting gloves, as you see in one of the videos, it kind of felt a little better, so I get used to it because a lot of my firearms don't have that trigger with the feather trigger on it. So that's to be desired, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know if I touched on everything about this, but it's easy to clean. Like I said, it's one of the #1 selling pistols all over. You know, Glock been in business for like 30 years. So, I mean, I'm a little late to the game, but I had to get me one. For the price I got it at my job, I said it couldn't hurt it. So it's definitely like the AK-47 of pistols, man. It's real reliable, durable, and proven to work. You know, I would definitely recommend picking up one if you have the budget. Or get a good deal on it, so you won't be disappointed, man. So anyway, man, this is just a quick video, man. I'm trying to do a little tabletop review for you guys. I'm gonna do an EDC video, gonna do a rotation on that, and some more feature videos coming up this year. I'm gonna try to get better. I'm trying to learn my editing, getting better lighting and stuff like that, and working with the camera. So I appreciate all the supporters that stuck with me and the new ones that's coming along to the channel. It's been on for like a year, and I'm trying to get better. So hopefully, with positive feedback, you know, it will get better. So anyway, it's your boy City Warner 77 signing off. Like and subscribe, share the video. Much respect. Peace.